All right. Good morning, everybody. I'm super excited. I decided to vlog my day today. I love listening to other people do vlogs, and I feel like bridal seamstresses don't have that. So I'm just going to give it a go, and maybe I'll be terrible at it. Maybe it'll be a boring day. I don't know yet because it hasn't, well, it has started, but it hasn't really started. The bridal stuff hasn't started. So I got up early-ish, got a little bit of rest, which is awesome. I made breakfast for the family, and I have the car all packed up, so I'm going to head over to my fitting space, which is not located in my home. Best thing I've ever done for myself is having a separate space, so that way I can keep that place clean, and my house can be in whatever state it's in whenever it needs to be, and I can still feel presentable and professional for brides or clients that come to that space instead. So car's all packed up. We're going to head over that way. I'm going to run the vacuum around there really quick and load in all of my stuff for the day. And then we're going to do some steaming. I have a client picking up around noonish, and I want to have her dress all steamed. Her and her mom both had her dress done by me, and I thought it'd be nice to put a little steam on it, just because there's some family friends and, details. And then I'm going to come back home for a while in between to do some work. And then I have a final fitting for 3 bridesmaids at 4. So I'm bringing all that stuff over now, so I don't have to think about moving it twice. I'm just going to think about it once. And we'll see what happens in between. I have lots of stuff to get accomplished this weekend. In general, tomorrow is a market day for me, so I'm not going to be home to do stuff. So I can bring hand sewing with me to that. But I need to get as much done today as I possibly can. I have stuff for myself, for my clients, and then for the shop that I work for to accomplish as well. So I thought this might help motivate me through the day to, keep focused on everything that I'm doing. And, kind of could be fun to document a day in the life of a bridal seamstress doing my bridal seamstress tasks. So, alrighty, well, I'm going to head over to the shop now before my neighbors think that I'm nuts talking to myself in my car. It's already warm. All right, so I'm all in my shop this morning, and I brought in all my client work, and I brought in these. Uh, so, true confession, I don't love velvet hangers, but for bridal, as you know, some dresses just bust hangers, and I really wanted to have some that are nice. And obviously, the plastic are standard, pretty normal and stuff, but I figure why not? This goes with all my branding stuff is like light pink, even though that's not my fave color. My fave color is purple. But I'm excited. I got a big box of these. There's 50 from Utopia Home on the good old Amazon. Although it has an address on here for utopiadeals.com, so maybe you can order directly from them. I don't know. But it was a good price, and I don't know, it always feels exciting to buy stuff like this for your small business, doesn't it? Because someday when you reach the bottom of the box, you're like, wow, I used 50 hangers, you know? I remember the first time I ever bought a roll of bags and used it, I was like, oh my God, that was thousands of bags. Like, it's just a milestone. Or anytime you buy something that's like in bulk, you know, packing tape or postage stamps, anything like that, when you reach the end, you're like, wow, I really have arrived. Those little business milestone markers that we don't think about. I am also going to be hanging up some of my dress and lace haul fabrics here. I decided to go ahead and keep these where my clients will be, so that way they can see what I'm working with. If we need to cut a flower off of something, it's right here where I need it. So I haven't decided how to display the cards, but I brought that pant hanger. I'm going to hang the larger pieces of fabric that I ordered and stuff like that. I also need to put these away on the shelf. I ordered myself. Now, I do not crochet, but this came with another sewing book. It came with this 1949 Simplicity. I'm going to do a little flip through on this on another video, I think, because it's beautiful. This is from Cleveland Fabric Shop. Gorgeous. And I like vintage stuff in general, and obviously sewing, so vintage sewing items are my jam. I love the ads. I love the tips and tricks. And this is a newer book that I bought. Now, I already know how to pattern, draft, and grade, but can you ever have too many books about it? I feel like the answer is no. So this one is super awesome. This is not one I had seen before, and I love that it's spiral bound because that's so great for actually working with it. So this is for hand drafting and computer, which is great because I hand draft most often. And this is like the tolerances for grading. So this I already have in my head, but it's just nice to see it on paper. And then when I'm working with clients that need to know this information, it's not just coming from me. I can cite a source in person, which is nice because sometimes people need that reinforcement. Oh, I'm so excited. These kind of books just jazz me right up. They just jazz me. And then the person who was selling this had some other books that I don't own. So I'm going to be on the lookout for those for the future because I love this kind of stuff. But I definitely want to get this one by Kathy K. Mullet because I feel like this is the jam. So I'm really excited. I need more time to read, but those are going to go on the shelf. I have another client's work done. She is going on a beautiful vacation, so I got some standard alterations done for her. This is a client's scraps that I'm going to give them back today. And then this little vintage booklet is so cute. This is going on my shelf also. Again, this is not something I need, but I wanted it. It's a little like school learner book on where clothes come from. Oh, precious. So it's talking about like sheep and, oh, here's a little table of contents. It says animals that give us clothes, the story of wool, other wool giving animals, the silkworm, how we get leather, furs from animals. And then the next section is plants that give us clothes, cotton, flax, rubber, rayon, silk. And it talks about how clothes are dyed and made, stockings and sweaters, buttons and pins, and then clothes from another land. Isn't that adorable? Again, I don't need this, but I wanted it. And it talks about cotton. So I happen to live in Arizona, and one of the 5 C's of Arizona is cotton. It's an industry that has kept Arizona profitable and alive forever. We just have the right climate for it, which is awesome. So I like this. This is like historical and fun, and I need all the things for my library. Okay, so I'm going to get to it. Okay, so I'm gonna take a quiet moment to sit and write my list out for the day and the week and do some journaling. I have a really nice journal that I've been trying to do, and I haven't filled out much of it for this month because it's been crazy. I think that's a pretty good sign that I need to make some adjustments in general, but especially for next year because I paid for this and I haven't used very much of it. I think I've filled out like 2 pages. And I'm not sad per se, because there's a whole page I did, but I realize that my like self-care comes last, or it's the first thing to go out the door when things get busy, and I need to not do that because it's so helpful to check in with yourself so that you don't feel like you're a crazy person. And it also gives you journaling prompts. So I pulled up the prompt. I think I'm going to sit here and write for a little bit and organize my day. It is Saturday today, and I definitely want to go into this coming week strong. I am nearing the end of my rack as far as my work being completed, and I'm really excited about that. I have some personal projects I want to work on for Christmas, or the holiday time, and I really want to have a nice Christmas. This is my first Christmas where I am like present mentally. Last year we were in our new house, but I had just had the baby and my brain was a mess. And so this year I really want to enjoy it and be cozy and make a popcorn string and all that, Hallmark Channel goodness, and just have a nice time. So I'm going to sit and do that for just a little bit while I wait for them to get here. I figured while the steamer was on, I would do a half steam. Not even half. This is like the equivalent of when you shave just the part of your legs that's showing. So like if you're wearing a capri pant, you just shave your ankles. I'm going to do a video later today on ballroom bustles. So I wanted to steam this dress out a little bit. This is kind of a narrow prom dressy thing, but I think it'll work to show the concept. Now I'm going to cool off before they get here. Whew, roasty. I really wish I hadn't forgotten my other shirts. I'm definitely sweaty. That's fun. All right, so I'm back out into my car and I am gonna head home now to eat some lunch, do some work there before I come back for my next appointments in the afternoon, see my fam, and definitely get some water. I'm thirsty. It is a warm day and we're in fall, but it says it's 88, but I don't really trust that. It definitely feels like it's a 90-degree day. It is breezy though, but anyways, let's go home. All right, so I just did my last client appointment for the day. All 3 dresses went home, and then the 2 from before, so 5 dresses out the door today. Woo woo! So now I can kind of hunker down for the night at home. We had some lunch and it was delish. It really filled me up even till now. It's like 5 o'clock-ish. So I'll probably just make like a light dinner, something snacky and fun. And I definitely want to clean my car out before the sun goes down because I have a market tomorrow and I need my trunk to be able to put stuff in. So I got to get the stroller out, and of course I have a bag of fabric randomly back there. I don't know why that happens. And just kind of get prepared for that a little bit, and do that before I go inside, because the minute I go inside everybody needs me for something, so I'm going to do that before I even go in. I had the camera covered up. My trunk is so full. I know how to load it perfect for market season, but it's never easy every time. It all fits in here, thank God. But it's a little bit of a Tetris puzzle situation. I know exactly what order everything needs to go in. See, that's three tables in there, a chair, and my tent on the tiny trunk. All right, car is cleaned out and ready. I'm gonna go pull some boxes of product to take with me, shower, and then get back to my regular sewing. I gotta see what state everybody's in at the house though. I'm sure someone's gonna be hungry and needing something, so I'll handle whatever shows up as soon as I open this door. Sweet, I came inside and nobody needs me. So I'm gonna take a shower to refresh myself after this day. I'm going to put on some comfy outfit, not jammies, because I don't want to lose focus on my day. So I'm going to just change clothes, and then I'm going to make some dinner. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to make like a normal batch of dinner. There's just two of us that eat, for the most part, big dinner, and I want to make some for the freezer. So I'm going to work through a bunch of corn that we got on sale, make some corn chowder, and then put half in the freezer. We're going to see how that works out. So let's go ahead. My Arizona shirt. Get some drawers, which I will not share on camera. You don't need to know about that. Just know that I wear drawers. That's good enough. And then pants. Okay, cozy pants. So the secret is not to get too comfortable. If you get too comfortable, you're going to fall asleep, or you're not going to be able to be productive in the evening. So my second outfit of the day, let's take a shower. I'm not showing that on camera. That's not going to help with anybody's life. So just know, this is me getting clean, being excited to do that and have a break for a moment. now I'm gonna go make some dinner. Like I said, I have some corn I need to break down. We bought it on sale, just like too much. And then we'll get to some sewing. So here's some video footage of me cooking. This is one of my greatest pieces of advice for anybody who's working from home. If you get comfortable for the evening, but you have more work to do later, don't take your shoes off. Keep your shoes on because your body will stay in work mode a little bit. These are just some house shoes that I got, so I don't wear these outside. I don't really want to wear my outside shoes like all over the place in my house, tracking in dirt, because I have a crawler. So these just stay inside. And they're not cozy enough to be a slipper, but they're obviously not uncomfortable. They're just, you know, a house shoe that I got on Amazon, really nice and easy. And that way I can feel awake for the rest of the evening. Okay, so I am back in my sewing room finally after a very long day of doing everything else. Let's see here. Dinner turned out great. Yum. I'm letting the rest of it cool off so I can put it in the freezer. Showered, which is always awesome. Cleaned up the baby's room a little bit. Now I'm going to sit down with my coffee. This has oat milk and cinnamon, which is really good. I'm going to sit down and make a list here. Let me get a book to write on. Okay, so I have some stuff that actually has to be finished tonight. And I need to write them all down. And frankly, they all need to happen. So whenever there's lots to do and I don't know what order to do it in, it's hard because sometimes everything needs to get done. So what order do you do it in? So at this point, it doesn't matter what order as long as it all gets done tonight. Okay, so I have a dress that needs the zipper replaced. I need to do that tonight. Okay, I already pulled out the zipper for it. Right here. Zipper. Okay. I need to find, there's a pair of sleeves I finished. You know, strap on, snappy strap on straps. There we go. I can speak. And they are somewhere that was not in the dress bag today for the bride that I finished. So I need to locate those. And then we're going to drop those off to her on Monday because she is on my way to do errands. So, whoo. Straps. And then I need to tidy in here. My workroom looks like an explosion happened. And then I still need to pull out product to take to market tomorrow. I leave super early in the morning, so I'm gonna try taking 2 bins of stuff. I make Christmas cards, thank you cards, greeting cards, books and journals and fun stuff like that, you know, just something different from fabric. And I have a pretty good stash of stuff already made from previous markets. I wasn't able to make anything new for this one because it's, you know, bridal season and stuff. Usually I do my first market of the season as like a clearance from the previous season, and people really just like shop that hard, so I'm really excited. I'm gonna take 2 bins of stuff out because I want to practice taking the I'm not taking the baby this time out, but I'm gonna practice loading the car as if I'm taking them with me. So that way I can just fill up the front seat and like one of the sides. I can't load it up super hard in the back because obviously that's super unsafe for a car seat. So I'm going to practice that this time so that way I can take them out with me next time, and that'll be just fun to, you know, spend the day at the market with the baby and stuff like that. So I wasn't really ready to start this market. You know, I could try, but I think a little more preparation will be good for me on that. What else do I need to do? Gosh, I really need to just tidy. It's gonna be a little bit of a later night, I can definitely tell, because I want to get this organized, and then I need to finish the costume for the baby. Okay, I have it all cut out, and I still have time to do some fall activities and stuff, so that's good. I was trying to have it done on Friday, and it didn't happen. You know how that goes. So, yes, definitely need to take trash out. I need to just organize, put my rack in order. It's just out of order. She's looking crazy right now. I have stuff everywhere. Fortunately, this view looks tidy. This looks like a tidy view, but now I've got stuff all around and all of the things. So, and then I've got my actual work stuff that's coming up next, which this stuff I just need to get done tonight because this is priority. And then, I'm still on track with everything else time wise, but this is the urgent stuff for this moment. It can be really hard to game plan what comes next, like I said, when everything needs to happen. So between now and midnight, well, I definitely can't be up till midnight because I need to leave out the door by 6:45. I need to be out the door by 6:45 reasonably, which means I need to be up by 6 to awaken and drink my coffee so I can drive safely. I'm gonna write that down. Set alarm for 6 a.m. And hopefully it'll give me time to prep some of the meals for the baby's lunch and stuff before I leave. We shall see how that all goes. Okay, well, I better stop yakking and get a cracking on these items. All right, so I have been cleaning for the last couple of hours trying to locate that item that I have misplaced. Didn't come across it yet, but that's okay. I have a little bit of time to look for it. And I'm sure it's around, you know how us seamstresses are, we never throw anything away. So it's just chilling. It has been a blurry bridal season this year, though. There's been so much to get done and so much to do, and everything's very back to back. So I will locate the item. Not worried. So I'm moving on to the next task item for now, since I've done a lot of cleaning so far. I got to install the zipper. One of my sewing besties, her kiddo is not feeling good. And this was a wild zipper install anyways. So I'm giving her a hand completing this one, and then I'll do her final for her with her clients. So that way she doesn't have to worry about maybe getting the bride sick right before her wedding, and, you know, just takes one thing off of her plate. I love being able to help people like that because, man, could you imagine if you had somebody to take something off your plate? That would be lovely. And yeah, this zipper is definitely, it's a cool installation. It's a invisible zipper, and it's sewn very nicely to where there's just absolutely no stitching showing. Really, really nice install. And this fabric is really cool. It's almost like it's almost like a raincoat fabric, but softer. It's really nice and crisp looking. Let's get this out. So yeah, I guess the zipper had just stuck, and she ended up needing to cut her out of it. So that's a bummer. I've been a big fan of repairing zippers. But, you know, when you're stuck, and the client wants to leave, it's, you know, hard to gingerly get them out of the dress. And so sometimes you just have to cut the tape and, you know, set them free. So I'm just busting in here. Actually, I was talking with one of my other seamstress buddies the other night about lace removal. I had worked on a dress with her, and she was saying how she always feels like she's getting lots of holes when she cuts, you know, to lift lace. And these snips are my absolute favorite. Like, this style, because there's a lot of companies that make the same style. They open, ouch, like that. That was just my nail, not I didn't cut myself. They open so you can sharpen them. And you can honestly use a regular nail file on these. They're just kind of a brute force tool. But the tip gets right into stitching really, really nicely. And you can do one stitch, two, whatever you need to do. They just work really great. And I like that there's no loop on them, because when you pick them up, they just register right away with your hand. So you're not trying to like mess around finding little finger loops on a tiny like scissor. And they're not as finicky as a seam ripper. Plus, they don't go dull like a seam ripper does. So, busting on in here. So that'll be a fun way to end my day tomorrow, meeting with this gal to get her project back. I love doing zipper installs. It's so nice to, you know, fix something that's not working. Okay. It's important to always pull out all the old thread because it will get in the way of installing the zipper nicely. Okay. This wasn't a bad... no, never mind. This is not a good zipper in the first place. So, we're putting a YKK in, so it'll be much better anyway. I am judgy about zippers. There's a lot of people that make zippers that are just not good. They're meant to last a few times. And I get it. We don't have garments that need to last forever anymore, but I don't love that. I like quality items. I don't wear fancy stuff, but I like quality items. That's for sure. So I wear things a very long time. I have shirts from high school. I didn't say I was cool. I just said I like things that are nice quality. So I have some nice quality shirts that are from longer than most people keep their items for. Okay. My last task of the night that I still need to accomplish is to pull product for the market. And I did pull out 2 bins that have product in it that I needed to sort. I ended up just kind of cleaning up really quick the other day and kind of popping everything into some bins, some tubs, you know. So I need to go through those, and that's gonna be my last task of the night. I just want to get this installed really quick. Zippers don't generally take me too long. I should really knock on something because I don't need this taking 500 hours tonight. But I am excited though, because this is one of those where you always try to do exactly what was there before, but this is one where I really want it to look like exactly what was there before because it's so chic. It just looks so fancy. So I'm really excited. I like a challenge. Not everybody does, and late at night it's not always fun to have a challenge, but I think this one's gonna go great, so I'm excited. There we go. We're almost out. I wish I could think of something to do with zipper after you don't need it anymore besides put it in the trash. Because the teeth are still good, but like for what? You know, I totally get it. I might be able to put part of this back on the track because I'm not sure why it failed. I didn't see a kink in the coils or anything like that. So if I had a reason to need a perhaps slightly lesser quality zipper that was, you know, removed once, I would never put this in someone's garment as a brand new one though, because that's risky business and it's also not honest. I don't think most people do stuff like that in the first place, but you know, in a pinch, if you really needed it, you could probably use this again, you know, just shorten it. But for now, we're gonna call this old zipper trash. Open up the heading here. Okay. Get this all out. I am so pooped. This was a great day though. This has been really, really awesome. I am very excited about all the stuff that I was able to get done, and it just feels really nice to get a lot accomplished in a day. And then the market will be so lovely. I get to sit outside tomorrow, and I have a booth buddy that I talk to, and so we'll just have a nice time. Yep, so this one's trash, so we can let this guy go now. And clean up all these loose threads. I'm gonna pop on, I have a zipper foot. It's an invisible one, and then I have a standard one that I use to close up the bottom or to creep up on something if I need it. It's always good to have two feet out and ready to go. I'm gonna press this out and all that good stuff. Press my zipper coil open. That's the secret with invisible zippers. Did you guys know that? Press it open, it installs a little smoother. And this is already interfaced, so I'm excited. I don't need to add any because it's very, very interfaced on both portions. Okay, well, let's just get into this, and hopefully I'll have this done in, well, you'll see it done in like 10 seconds, not even, so hopefully it takes exactly that long in real life. All right, well, as you can see, I did not finish everything on my list for today, but I got so much done. Feeling really awesome. It's definitely already into the next day, so I'm going to end the vlog here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are. And if you enjoyed watching me vlog today, let me know, because these would be a lot of fun to do more often.